Alright, me and a friend of mine went on a G-Body run today, G-Body parts run. Made a round to quite a few salvages. He actually knew of two different carbureted turbo Buicks, both Regals. We found a 79, I believe it was, Regal. So I scored the fan shroud, which I never knew until we seen it. It's V8 length, but it's V6 width. Has the mounting, and the screws are still in it for the box. The box is fried, I think. The bottom plate's gone or something, but anyway, the distributor was still in the engine. It has that funky plug-in on it. It goes to the box, which I've never seen before. This is all new to me. Anyway, the radiator. In case I go electric fan, I found the top plate. This was in the trunk of the 80 or 79 Regal. These were on the inner fender. Went ahead and got the dash was gone out of the 79 Regal, so the plug-in. We actually, I'll get to that in a minute. These two solenoids and this relay was up there. They'd already cut the engine harness, so I'll have to figure out where the red and the green goes. That part of the Century I bought with the engine fire, those wires along the firewall are still there, so I'll be able to trace those out. It had a pretty funky, I guess because the carburetor is offset, but it has a funky accelerator cable. It's really short. Found these on a cutlass. Fender bars. Found some radiator crossbars. So anyway, we go to the other one, and we couldn't make out the catalyst. I think it said 82 on the catalyst. The 2 was hard to make out, but I got a complete engine with a 204-hour transmission. It may be 83, 84, I don't know, but it is carbureted, but it is the computer controlled. But we got the complete engine harness. We undid everything and just threw it on top of the engine. The guy picked it up with a big forklift thing at the bracket right here like a dumbass, and he bent and broke the bracket, which I don't know how hard it'll be to find that. But my other car, the Century that's burned, it has all the brackets still on that side. So anyway, I got distributor. I mean, everything's there. The turbo, the piping, and this hot air stuff's new to me. But so anyway, and this is more of the pile. The 82, 3 or 4, whatever the car was, had a hydro boost on it, so we grabbed it. I got the pedal with it, all the nuts and bolts and clips and crap. Even took the hoses. I got the shift cable for the 204. It's got a little bend in it. I think I can straighten it. And I also took the dash out of that 82 3 or 4 because it has the little boost gauge in it, and I think that may have been what that blue and white plug-in goes to. I'm not sure yet. I just need to get a book and find out about that stuff. But this is the other end of the plug-in that I was needing to plug into that solenoid over there. But, I'm pretty sure it goes to that little gauge on the bottom. It says turbo economy or something. I went ahead and took the computer harness, everything from the 82 3 or 4, whatever it is. It had a heat shield on the HVAC box. We took it, and we took its air box. Anyway, overall, it was a pretty good run. The dash is no good. I just mainly want it for the wiring harness in case there's something special that I may end up needing. But I thought the little boost gauge was kind of cool. I don't think a 79 Century has that, but I'm not 100% because I'm still learning on this hot air Buick with the years and stuff. But anyway, pretty excited. We actually went salvage yarding yesterday, and I got a Unibel 350C out of a 81 Century. I'd already stripped a bunch of parts off of it, and found a pretty nice little donut spare. Anyway, there's all my goodies that me and Jason snagged today. That engine was $150. No joke. I know they're pretty much boat anchors, but I'm not turning it down $150 because this one has the aluminum intake and one on my Century's cast iron, so and the carburetor plates on there, which what I've been reading is you have to have the aluminum intake with that carburetor plate so I can use the aluminum intake. And it goes from 31 pounds, or 33 pounds to 11 pounds or something. But overall, I'm really excited. Got some hard to find early turbo Buick stuff. You know, like Century, I gotta have that pretty bad fire, so anyway.